Thanks for joining in with the bullet points today. As always, we have Harry and we have Lloyd. Today we're putting a couple Kimbers head to head and kind of do some run and gun courses with them and kind of test them out a little bit. These are two of the most popular models on the market today. We have the Warrior 2 and we have the Kimber Custom 2. Biggest feature, biggest difference here is the Custom 2 does not feature a Picatinny rail, whereas the Warrior 2 does. It's a 1913 Picatinny rail, so that way if you want to throw on a light or a laser on that weapon, this one would be much better for home defense, law enforcement, military. It gives you a lot more options with this model right here. On the Warrior 2, it comes with Meprolite night sights, so these are tritium night sights. Those come standard. A Custom 2 has standard more kind of GI target sights, not the GI sights, but a step up from them, kind of more target sights. The Warrior 2 has comes standard with G10 grips, whereas the Custom 2 just comes with kind of the usual double diamond kind of standard grips. We changed the G10 out on the Warrior 2 for a Hogue grip, so it's a little bit more comfortable there. This one's fitted with a Crimson Trace laser grip right now currently. As far as the safeties, they both have safeties, standard 1911 style safeties. However, on the Warrior 2, you get an ambidextrous safety, so if you want to go right or left with it, you can do both. The Custom 2 does not have any lanyard loop here at the bottom, whereas the Warrior 2 does feature a lanyard loop right there. They both have a 5-inch barrel, standard 1911 features, mainspring houses are the same. Differences here as far as the beaver tail here for the safety. The Warrior 2 has serrations on it, whereas the Custom 2 does not. Serrations on the slides front and back, both the same. Skeletonized hammers, skeletonized triggers. So we are really excited to get these out in the field and take them for a test run.
Kimber Custom 2. Kimber Warrior 2.
Thanks a lot for tuning into the bullet points for our head-to-head comparison of the Kimber Warrior 2 and the Kimber Custom 2. Really enjoy shooting 1911s a lot. I've been a fan of the 1911 platform for a long time. Just really fun guns, really comfortable to shoot. These two right here, you're getting a very similar package. So no matter which one you buy, I think basically you're getting a really good gun for the value. With the price difference, I mean, for the Warrior 2, you're basically paying mostly to have that rail on the bottom. It does come standard with night sights as well. So if the rail and the night sights, you know, that definitely makes it better for home defense, law enforcement, military use. That's kind of what you're looking at for that. So for this one, for the Warrior 2, you know, lanyard loop, it has a couple other features, but other than that, there's not a ton of differences. I mean, they're both really good shooters, pretty accurate with both of them, and just really enjoyed taking them out and testing them.
You know, my assessment was very, very similar between these two 1911s. You know, really what you're paying for with the Warrior is the night sights as well as the rail. So if you're on a budget, you know, the Custom 2 is a great firearm. You're going to be doing real well with that. I couldn't really tell much of a difference in accuracy at all. In fact, a lot of my groupings were tighter with the Custom than they were with the Warrior. So, you know, I don't see a huge difference as far as, you know, accuracy or, you know, moving parts, anything like that. They're virtually the same. So if you are on a budget, I think I would really go with the Custom 2. You know, it's about 60% of the price MSRP of the Warrior, you know, and really you're not sacrificing that much. You're giving up the lanyard loop, which really I couldn't really care two craps about, but the night sights, the rail are pretty cool. If you are going to be mounting anything, you know, and you have the extra dough, certainly go with the Warrior version. But again, both are very, very nice handguns. I enjoyed shooting both of them. I'm newer to 1911s, so you know, I couldn't really tell an enormous difference between the two.
And one more thing to point out too, I mean, for our left-handed shooters, I think probably your only choice would be the Warrior 2, since this does have the ambidextrous safety. All of us are right-handed shooters. I could care less about it. You know, between these two, they felt exactly the same shooting. You know, actually, I know this one's a little bit heavier. I couldn't even tell the difference. You know, for the price, absolutely, this is the Custom 2 is the way to go. My personal preference, though, I really do like the night sights. Obviously, we weren't shooting it at night, but for home defense or you know, shooting it in the evening, this would be my first choice, of course. As well as the rail, home defense, you could attach a light, a laser, whatever, or a combo of the two. So my personal choice would be the Warrior 2 between the two of these. I know it is a little bit more expensive, but one thing for sure is any 1911 that I would ever buy, I'm putting on Hoe Grip, because as soon as I picked that up, I fell in love with it. So
that does it for our head-to-head for the Custom 2 versus the Warrior 2. Tune in next week. We'll have a lot of great videos and reviews coming up. We're doing more versus and head-to-heads between rifles, pistols, shotguns, all that good stuff. So thanks again for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe to our channel, follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and we'll see you next time.